If you're looking for how to find true peace in a restless world, you've probably noticed that from the moment we wake up, there's this unspoken pressure hanging over us. It is this constant demand to want more, to chase the next status milestone, and to just carry the heavy stress that comes with the hustle. But have you noticed that even when you reach those goals, the success doesn't actually match how you feel inside? Following this modern world's formula for achievement usually just leaves us restless, like we are constantly running but never actually arriving at a place of rest. But what if the remedy isn't working harder, but shifting how we filter the world around us? Over 1500 years ago, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, shared specific practices designed to help us navigate this exact daily pressure. Now you might wonder, out of thousands of ahadith, why these five? It's because these five specific teachings or sunnahs of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, prioritize the state of the heart over the acquisition of things. They aren't exhaustive tasks to add an already packed schedule. They are mental shifts that take less than 30 seconds to recall. But before we dive in, I want to share something from the heart. As a Muslim, Alhamdulillah, our belief in the unseen, also known as Al-Ghaib, means that the words of the Quran and the Sunnah are entirely sufficient for us. We don't actually need empirical science to prove them to us, but at the same time, our minds are naturally curious, and seeing how modern discovery beautifully aligns with Islamic revelations, it can sometimes bring a really comforting layer of reassurance. And if you're watching this today and you aren't Muslim, maybe you just stumbled across this video with an open mind. I want to welcome you. I truly pray that you find this beneficial and that it serves as a warm introduction to a faith that simply invites you back to your natural state of internal peace. So, let's look at these five prophetic shifts through a fresh contemporary lens. First thing first, shift one, the direction of focus. This helps us harness gratitude. So many of us have developed a reflex of looking up at those with more wealth or perceived success. This habit creates a toxic cycle of comparison where we measure our own lives only by what we lack. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, addressed this directly, saying, "Look at those who are beneath you in worldly wealth, and don't look at those who are above you. For it is more suitable that you do not underestimate the blessings of Allah." This is a translation from Sahih Muslim Hadith, right? So by intentionally looking at those with less, the focus moves away from the anxiety of the next thing and toward the tangible stability you currently possess. It becomes impossible to overlook your blessings when you realize someone else is praying for exactly what you take for granted. You've probably heard the modern mindset concept that whatever you focus on grows. So, this isn't just a self help fad. Modern neuroscience confirms that our brains have a filter called the reticular activating system, or RAS, which literally changes our physical perception based on what we choose to look at. So, subhanAllah, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, showed us this timeless wisdom to protect our hearts from the comparison trap. And this beautifully takes us to the next shift, which is, finding peace in the gaps through remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it also helps us shift our focus. So we often fall into the trap of believing that meaningful spiritual progress requires monumental or time consuming effort. We feel that if we cannot dedicate hours to isolation or meditation, then the small moments aren't even worth the attempt. SubhanAllah, I used to think that growing up. But Then I reflected on the concept of Mizan, right? The ultimate balanced scale of deeds. So, according to Islamic framework, Prophet ﷺ said that the value of an action is tied to the niyyah, to the intention, right? So it's not tied to the physical exhaustion it takes to perform it. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, described a specific phrase that takes seconds to utter but holds massive weight on this scale. So, he Sallallahu said, 2 words are light on the tongue and heavy in the balance, and they are loved by most merciful. So, what are these 2 words? Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, Subhanallahil Azim. This is another Sahih Bukhari hadith. Glory be to Allah and His praise. Glory be to Allah, the Supreme. Right? This teaches us that peace is built right into the open gaps of a busy day, using the minutes spent driving, walking, or waiting to build an internal sense of calm and reward. And interestingly, contemporary cognitive psychology heavily emphasizes the power of micro breaks and intentional mantras or affirmations to reset an overloaded nervous system. So, what science calls a cognitive reset, the Sunnah shows us as a spiritual anchor, right? And this takes us next to our shift number 3, focusing on your pain as a reward, because your pain is never wasted. These days, we are completely hyper focused on comfort, right? Sadly. But we naturally view fatigue, anxiety, and emotional distress as a wasted time or just negative interpretation or just negative interruptions to our lives. When we face hardship, we tend to see it only as a barrier to our happiness. However, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, guides us to reframe struggle entirely. He, peace be upon him, said, "No fatigue, no disease, no sorrow, nor sadness, nor hurt, nor distress befalls a Muslim, even if it were the prick of a thorn, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expiates some of his sins for it." So this completely transforms pain into a process of active purification. When every ounce of patience during a difficult day has the side effect of cleansing your soul, then even a bad day holds immense spiritual productivity. Your pain is never wasted. And if you look at the psychological studies on post traumatic growth, actually show that human resilience skyrockets the moment we assign a transformative purpose to our suffering. Long before the modern clinical therapy tried to reframe trauma, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, gave us a framework where even the smallest discomfort carries eternal value. This is heavy, so I want to invite you to do something a little different right now. Take a moment to think about a difficult time you've been through and ask yourself how it ultimately helped you grow. You can pause this video, feel free to journal it, right? And also just a gentle reminder that this might bring back some heavy or painful memories. So please be kind to yourself and, write it down in as much detail as you can if you feel safe and able to do so. And use this to give your past pain a divine purpose, inshallah. And when you're ready to move to shift 4 with me, I want to bring your attention to the gravity of micro kindness, right? A modern culture completely prioritizes large, quantifiable, dramatic results. This often leads us to ignore or overlook small acts of kindness because they seem too minor to make a dent in a broken world. But the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, challenged this metric hundreds of years ago. He advised us, Sallallahu, don't underestimate any good deed, even if it is just meeting your brother with a cheerful face. This is another hadith from Sahih Muslim. So, Prophet Muhammad is saying that a simple, sincere smile is treated as an act of massive consequence, carrying its own weight in the final tally. You know, when we face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, maybe you never know, this one deed alone was your ticket to Jannah. Subhanallah. May Allah make it so for you. Right? And in this paradigm, in this spiritual paradigm, no sincere action is insignificant. Today, the science of happiness and behavioral economic extensively documents the ripple effect of micro kindness, proving that small pro-social behaviors significantly lower cortisol levels for both the giver and the receiver. Subhanallah, such a simple act, a simple smile changes human biology. If this is not divine design, then what is? This takes us to our next shift, which is our ultimate legacy through our character. Right? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, brought it all back to a single, timeless spiritual standard. He, Sallallahu, Alayhi, said that the best among you are those who have the best manners and character. This is another hadith from Al-Bukhari. Right? While the world aggressively pushes us to build a legacy based on bank accounts, metrics, or career titles, those things are highly volatile and subject to change. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but somehow, somewhere, it changes our spiritual lens. So the way you treat others and the character you forge remains your only enduring contribution. The way you treat others and the character you forge remain your only enduring contribution. So, sociological data on long term human fulfillment consistently shows that true legacy is never measured by material accumulation, but by the quantitative impact of our relationship and moral footprint. The prophetic standard remains the ultimate blueprint for a well lived life. You see, you don't have to master all 5 of these today. I am a work in progress, and I have been for as far as I can remember. And I pray that I carry on staying consistent with this. So, what I am, I guess, inspiring you to do is that change your focus into true transformation, because true transformation is always incremental. It doesn't happen in one step. So, and it doesn't happen by doing everything all in all at once. So try selecting just one to focus on right now. If participating or practicing in all 5 of them is too much for you, right? Perhaps shifting your focus on how you look at those around you during your commute, or choosing a brief moment of remembrance while waiting in line, and slowly, building up on these habits. By incorporating focused attention, we can step by step build a lifestyle that truly mirrors the Sunnah. And remember, lasting peace is rarely found by trying to control the chaotic world around us. It's cultivated entirely by refining our internal response to it. I pray that this reminder was helpful. And if you found it beneficial, consider sharing it with someone who might need it today. May Allah bless you, and I will see you in the next reminder, inshallah. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.